You know, in the crypto world, product demos are everywhere, right? They're a dime a dozen. But Qubitcoin, they're doing something, well, something completely different, something incredibly risky. We're talking a full live demonstration at MIT. So let's get into it. Why is this high wire act not just a bold move, but actually a really, really smart bet? So yeah, that really brings us to the big question, doesn't it? Why would you risk it all on a live demo? I mean, think about it. In a space that's just swimming in hype and empty promises, why would any team put everything on the line in real time where one tiny mistake could be an absolute disaster? Well, the answer to that question, it tells you everything you need to know about their strategy. Okay, so let's talk about what's actually happening here. On November 22nd, this isn't going to be some slick, polished, pre-recorded video you see all the time. No way. This is a live, completely unedited run of their whole quantum proof of work system. And they're doing it in front of an audience at MIT, of all places. I mean, the stakes, they literally could not be higher. Yeah, this really sums it up, doesn't it? No editing, no safety net, no second takes. It's like walking a tightrope with no net below. If their system stumbles, if anything goes wrong, everybody sees it live. But, and this is the key, if it works, well, that proof is just undeniable. That's the whole gamble right there. So to really get why they're taking such a huge risk, we've got to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Because let's be honest, the crypto space has a serious credibility problem. It's just been haunted by all these projects that promise you the moon and then deliver absolutely nothing. And that is exactly why we're all so skeptical of those pre-recorded demos, right? You watch one and you're immediately thinking, okay, was this the best of 20 takes? Did they set up some perfect controlled environment? Is this thing even connected to the real network? It's just demo theater. A polished video can actually create more doubt than confidence. And it looks like Qubitcoin just wants to skip that whole song and dance entirely. You know, there's a word for this in the tech world, vaporware. It's basically the biggest sin you can commit. It's the ghost in the machine, all hype, all promise, and zero actual product. And a live demo, that's pretty much the most powerful weapon you have against that accusation. Because you just can't fake a working system when everyone's watching you live. But here's the thing. This isn't just some blind leap of faith. The Qubitcoin team actually has a really good reason to be this confident. And that's because their network has already been through a pretty significant storm. So they've got this solid foundation of proof even before the first person sits down for the demo. So get this. Just recently, the network went through this period of, intense turbulence. The difficulty shot way up, the hash rate was all over the place. It was basically a real-world, totally unplanned stress test of the system's stability. And what could have been a disaster actually became a huge part of their story. So let's look at the numbers, because they're pretty telling. After all that chaos, what happened? The hash rate, which, is basically the network's engine power, it just recalibrated itself and settled right back down to around 57 terahashes per second. That's a huge sign of a healthy, responsive network. And check this out, another key number, block luck. It settled into this incredibly stable range, between 100 and 101%. Now, if you're a miner, that's music to your ears. It means the system is predictable, it's fair, even right after it's been shaken up. That's exactly what you want to see. So what's the big takeaway here? It's simple, but it's powerful. The network didn't break. It just bent. It took the hit, absorbed all that pressure, and then optimized itself. It did exactly what a strong proof-of-work system is supposed to do. This thing isn't some fragile prototype in a lab. It's already battle-tested. And all of this really brings us to the core idea of this whole event. See, choosing to do a live demo, it's not really about the content they're showing. It's about the conviction behind it. I mean, just look at the difference here. A pre-recorded demo is just content. It's easy to make, and honestly, it's just as easy to dismiss. But a live demo, oh, that's pure conviction. It's this powerful, undeniable statement that you believe 100% in your engineering. And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? Here's the system, watch it work. That's not some flashy marketing slogan. It's a direct, unfiltered, and incredibly confident challenge. There's no sales pitch here, folks. It's just an invitation to come and see the proof for yourself. And that's what it all comes down to, really. The entire strategy, the whole point of this, it all hinges on this one powerful idea. The risk is the message. Think about what this choice says. They're picking the absolute hardest way to show off their work. And by doing that, they're screaming their core values without having to say a single word. It says substance over hype. It says engineering over theatrics. And it says confidence over caution. It's all right there. And this final thought from the team just hammers that point home. We aren't here to hide behind slides or promises. I mean, wow. They are drawing a line in the sand, actively setting themselves apart from that whole culture of empty promises. They're choosing total transparency, even when it's the much, much harder road to take. So we're left with this one big question. If they actually pull this off, will this be Qubitcoin's defining moment? Because look, if it works, that November 22nd demo isn't just going to be a successful presentation. It could be a truly defining moment in their entire history, a moment that cements their reputation on a foundation of undeniable, live, real-time proof. And all we can really do now is watch.